You didn't choose your cat chose you. And the moment that happened, something shifted in your home, in your routine, and honestly, in your entire personality. You started buying toys before groceries. You rearranged your sleeping position so they could stretch out comfortably. You learned to read the difference between the "I'm hungry" meow and the "I just want attention" meow. And you never once complained about any of it. But here's what most people don't realize, and this is the part that's going to stay with you long after this video ends. Your cat has been keeping score. Not in a cold, calculating way, in the most deeply emotional, neurologically wired way that animal science is only now beginning to fully understand. Every single thing you do daily, every habit, every ritual, every quiet moment you share with them, your cat is recording it, storing it, building what researchers call an emotional memory map around you specifically. The bond between a true cat lover and their cat isn't just affection. It's architecture. It's built brick by brick, day by day, through 6 specific things that real cat lovers do, often without even knowing why they do them. And the cats? They never forget. Not once. Not ever. 1. The morning acknowledgement. Most people wake up and immediately reach for their phone. Cat lovers wake up and immediately look for their cat. There's a difference between those two instincts, and your cat understands that difference better than you might think. True cat lovers have this unspoken morning ritual, a slow blink across the room, a soft good morning in that voice you'd never use in a work meeting, letting them headbutt your hand before coffee. Whatever form it takes, that moment is one of the most powerful things you do all day in your cat's emotional world. Cats track not just who you are, but when you interact with them, and exactly how it feels. When you consistently acknowledge them first thing, their nervous system begins to associate the start of every day with safety and warmth. Your cat doesn't just remember that you said good morning, they remember how it felt. And on the days you rush out without it, they notice the absence just as powerfully as they notice the presence. That's not neediness. That's love recognizing itself. 2. The language you built together. Every true cat lover has a private language with their cat that would sound completely insane to anyone else. Specific words, specific sounds, a whole communication system that developed organically over months without either of you planning it. Researchers at the University of Tokyo found that cats distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's with extraordinary precision, and they choose whether to respond based on emotional recognition, not just sound. The nickname you gave your cat, the clicking sound you make when you want them to follow you, the tone you use when dinner is ready, none of that is silly. It's a living language that belongs only to the two of you. Your cat didn't learn it passively either. They meowed back in certain ways until you understood. They trained you just as much as you trained them. That co-created language lives in their memory as one of the most fundamental ways they identify you as their person. 3. The art of staying still. This is where true cat lovers quietly separate themselves from everyone else, and most of them don't even realize they're doing something extraordinary. Real cat lovers know how to just be. They sit without constant fidgeting. They've learned through years of living with cats that stillness is a form of invitation. When you are calm, your cat can come to you. When you are calm, your cat can stay. Cats are exquisitely sensitive to human nervous system states, calibrated to detect micro movements, shifts in breathing, changes in muscle tension. When you are genuinely still and at ease, you become, in your cat's sensory experience, the safest place in the room. When your cat chooses your lap over every other spot in the house, when they knead into you with that slow rhythmic contentment, they are returning to somewhere their body already knows is safe. You built that place. Through stillness, over and over, without ever being asked. 4. Reading the subtle language of discomfort. Real cat lovers know when something is wrong before anything looks wrong. The slightly different way their cat is sitting, the meal eaten a little slower, the tail position that shifted just enough, the eyes that are marginally less bright. They notice because they've paid attention long enough that normal is deeply internalized. Your cat cannot say, "I don't feel well," or "that sound is bothering me." They can only show you through the quiet language of their body. And you learned that language without a textbook, without a course, just through caring enough to watch. Veterinary professionals consistently say the owners who catch early illness are the ones genuinely engaged with their cats daily. Not obsessively, attentively. There is a difference. Obsession comes from anxiety. Attention comes from love, and when you respond to those subtle signals, your cat experiences something neurologically very close to what humans call feeling understood. They do not forget that feeling. Ever. 5. The ritual of shared quiet. There is a specific kind of evening every true cat lover knows. The house has settled, the noise of the day has faded, and there you are, in your usual spot, with your cat nearby or on you, and neither of you is doing anything particularly remarkable, just existing together. That shared quiet is not nothing. That shared quiet is everything. When your cat chooses to spend those evening hours in your specific presence, not somewhere else in the perfectly comfortable house, but with you, that is an active choice reflecting a deep emotional preference. And neurobiologically, consistent shared calm periods strengthen oxytocin pathways, the same neurochemical involved in human social bonding. During those still, unremarkable evenings, your cat's brain is reinforcing its bond with you at a chemical level. You are being written into their neurology, one quiet night at a time. 6. Choosing them back. Every single day. Every true cat lover makes a choice every day they rarely articulate and almost never receive credit for. They choose their cat back. Not in the dramatic moments. Those are easy. In the ordinary ones. They come home tired and still play for 10 minutes because their cat needed it. They skip getting up for a snack because the cat finally fell asleep on them and the moment feels too precious to interrupt. Cats build what behaviorists call a trust ledger, a cumulative emotional record of whether the important beings in their life show up consistently. Not perfectly, consistently. Your cat doesn't need you to be a perfect owner. They need you to keep choosing them in small ways on ordinary days with no audience and no applause. When your cat slow blinks at you, presses their forehead into yours, or sleeps on your chest when the entire bed is available, they are responding to that accumulated record of being chosen. They noticed every single time you picked them. The relationship you have with your cat is not a small thing dressed up to look meaningful. It is genuinely one of the most complex interspecies bonds that exists in daily human life. It is built through the ordinary. It is sustained through consistency. It lives in the morning acknowledgements and the shared languages and the still evenings and the thousand small daily choices that never make it into any story worth telling out loud, except the one your cat is telling themselves, quietly, always, about you. True cat lovers don't need to be recognized for what they do. Their cats already know. And cats, as it turns out, never forget.